Hello, my lovelies. I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you were able to take care of yourself over this past weekend and even today. If work was a little rough today, then I'm sending you so much love. Or even if just the day in general, there were some hiccups or bumps along the way, I am sending you lots of love and healing energy. I am going to go ahead and move into today's Mindful Guidance Monday. I want you to pick one of three options and let me know whichever you feel most pulled to. So we're going to have three different groups. And again, whichever object you feel most called to, then go with that. That's going to correspond to your group for today's guidance for this week. First up, we are going to have this Star Anise pod. Second, for my group choose, we have this Lucky Stone. And lastly, for group 3, we have this Seashell. Okay, so timestamps will be down below. Let's start out with my group number 1 for your Mindful Guidance Monday. What do my group number 1s need to know? First card we have is Rove. I'm feeling like getting out to connect with yourself, your creativity, as well as honing in your intuition for what you believe to help you creatively, and having discipline in that. So the first card you have is this Rove card. And the second one is Tapas, which is going to be more disciplined energy and having self-discipline. So maybe even having self-discipline and moving toward your creative nature. And of course, utilizing, before I said intuition, and this kind of still coincides, but with this purple area here, I'm feeling the sense of downloads being received, so also crown chakra energy. And these downloads that you are receiving, they could even be, like through dreams or such this week. But when you are receiving anything through dreams, I think moving towards what is calling for you. That's strange. That's a strange message. Sorry. But okay. Let's see. And then for the last card, we have the Crystal Bismuth. So with bismuth, this is for those that are easily distracted, and then also for people who are very bored. So when to use it, for those looking for some psychedelic influence without swallowing the red pill, lie on your back and take 10 or 100 or 1,000,000 powerful breaths through your mouth with bismuth placed on your forehead. Then break out of tired gray thought patterns and get en route to more colorful, energized life. Rewrite your code with rainbows. Lots of color here, but I really just lots of creativity. Color, creativity, but it's also like with the downloads that you're receiving for your creative nature and moving in the right direction with that Rove, you are, with being disciplined, you have these downloads coming in, they're able to enhance and inform your next steps toward your creativity and what you should be doing. And I'm feeling like with whatever it is that you should be doing per se, this is like getting relatively long, but whatever it is that you should be doing per se, I want you to kind of think about what are the activities that you enjoy, and they could be multiple things right now. But there is something that brings them all together, like a core component, something, there's like a theme, a common theme across all of these activities that you're interested in. And pay attention maybe to your dreams or to just your own inner thoughts and monologue. to help inform where you're going to then go next, and be disciplined in what you receive. So if you're receiving guidance and you notice like the next steps that you should be taking, I want you to be disciplined in doing that, because it may be rewiring, like it even says here on this card of rewriting your code. It is going to take a lot of repetitions in order for something to move from just you consciously doing it to you subconsciously doing it. And that, in my mind, what's coming to mind, of course there's the example of the gym, but since this is something creatively, if you have the artist way, right? In the artist way, you take yourself out on an artist date once a week. And so if you are to continue taking yourself out on this artist date every single week, you are going to, all of this is going to end up compounding, and then you'll wind up having a designated time that is just something that's automatic for you, where you work on allowing yourself to open up, to rove into new spaces and new adventures that enhance your creativity. And that becomes a part of your daily routine that shifts your life completely. You're rewriting your code, and that's just an example, but you're rewriting your makeup, you're rewriting your habits to align more with you, but you need that discipline. And I know it's maybe a little bit difficult sometimes to continue these habits, especially when you're not seeing change right away. But I promise you, especially like with this group, number one, you have this is the Star Anise pod. I believe like everyone's success is inevitable, but I feel like right now you need to keep the faith in that, because it's auspicious nature. Star Anise is an auspicious spice. And you are favorable and conducive to that success, but just keep going. Okay, that is all for this. But for my group number ones, thank you so much. And I hope that you make it a beautiful rest of your week. And I cannot wait to see you in the next reading. Love you so much. Toodaloo. All right. Hello, my gorgeous number twos. If you have chosen this lucky stone, then this is your reading. This Mindful Guidance Monday reading, we are going to see what guidance you may need for this week and something for you to keep in mind. Just a little bit of guidance. If you've had a really rough start to the week, which I'm feeling like some of you have had a really rough start to this week, and the week literally just got started, but it's starting to already feel unlucky per se. So maybe that's even why you were chosen or drawn to this lucky stone. All right, so what do my beautiful number twos need to know right now, Spirit, for this week? Ooh. Take a deep breath. That is the first card you got, was deep breath. And we're actually going to do this together before we go into the other two cards for you. And maybe even three is what's coming out as well, because I think you need that. Like I said, maybe the start to this week has been feeling relatively unlucky, and maybe you're even feeling a little sad and a little blue and down. So on this card, so what we're going to do, we are going to breathe in for 4 seconds through our nose, and we're also going to breathe out for 6 seconds through our nose. Now, this is going to be a continuous breath, okay? So this is what it will sound like. You're going to breathe in, out. Okay? We're just going to go with that flow, okay? So let's breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On your own. In, One more time. Okay. Let's move in. Continue. I think making sure you allow time to come back to your breath when things are starting to feel stressful throughout the course of, this week, maybe, whether it's with work, personal, whatever the case may be. When you feel as though you don't have time to take a few moments to breathe, I want you to do it anyway, because those are typically the times that you need to breathe the most. So all of this together, that's 10 seconds. You do that 3 cycles, that's 30 seconds. Give or take 10 seconds. That's 40 seconds. It's less than a minute of your time in your day. Even if you have to go off to the bathroom, which it's like, oh, deep breathing in the bathroom, but I don't know, maybe your bathroom's like well ventilated. Or just like go outside. I'm thinking about the barriers that some people have and getting away from work. If you work in the medical field, if you work in a factory, like it can feel as though you don't have anywhere to go and you're stuck. And so it's really, 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 really crucial for you, my beautiful group too, for you to take that time to breathe, because it will truly make all the difference. If you felt as though this practice was a little too short, that's okay. Enhance, you can lengthen the amount of time that you're breathing in and you're breathing out. Just over here, you have in for 4 seconds, out for 6 seconds. If you want to do in for 6, out for 6, just take those deep breaths, okay? What else does my group 2 need to know? What else does my group 2? Yeah. So Niyamas, I'm going to show you this card in a second. Niyamas is going to be the study of self, I believe. Meditation, calming, even like looking on here. She is within an oasis. And honestly, this oasis, she may not have even traveled to. Okay? She may not have even traveled to this. I hope it's centered on the screen. But she may not have traveled there. She may have mentally teleported herself to this time. If you are someone that, you have which I feel like if you're drawn to this group, then you are. Or it has even, just started this week that way. But if you are finding yourself stressed out, like throughout the day or what have you, I want you to go on YouTube, see if this works for you. It may sound like, oh, that may not work, blah, 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 blah. Just be open, okay? And that's what I think you need to do as well, is to be open to other possibilities and ways of healing. But going on YouTube and typing in like a naturescape or a soundscape, that's actually how I got into field recording in the first place, because I wanted to start making my own for myself and for other people, because I know the healing power of nature and I can't always get outside, especially now. Listen, the sound library I built up is actually going to be something that gets me through this next fall and winter. Now, I love fall, but like when the weather starts getting really, really cold, I can't just go outside as much as I would like to and hear the beautiful birds chirping and just all the wonderful energy of spring and summer. But I can go on YouTube and I can watch or listen to maybe like a video that's 5 or 10 minutes long. You can even do this when you're getting ready to go to sleep. I would be mindful about like leaving things on when you do fall asleep. You can put a timer on your TV if that has the ability to do so. That way it times out and the TV turns off itself. Because you want to be conscious with what you're even, bringing into your mind and your brain. I have a couple of recommendations that I would always use. Jason Stevenson and Michael Seeley, I believe, when I would go to sleep. Now, those aren't naturescapes. Those are just like meditation things. But just something, a resource possibly that could be beneficial. All right. Now, last crystal But really just take that time for yourself, okay? Last, what spirit crystal? Okay. We have labradorite. I love labradorite. I've ran out of labradorite. I hope you can see it, but not ran out. I lost my labradorite that I absolutely loved. It was a nice, large, tumbled stone. And I need to get another one, but I will read this for you. It says at the bottom, protect your magic, which I think this is you protecting your peace, and taking these times to come back to self, come back to center, even if you have to dream up a place that you would love to be, teleport yourself there mentally, right? Because I also think that the more you teleport yourself there mentally and truly believe that you are there and in that space, honestly, I think there are going to be certain things that come to mind and come to light that actually bring that into reality. But anyways, protect your magic. And I was going to read this, but that's honestly that's what I'm getting here. And look at that. Look at that. You see this color? You see the colors matching up? You have the blue, you have the earthy. Yeah. Your environment, actually, your external environment is going to be based on your internal environment. So you need to be able to slow down, to calm down, and to breathe. There's blue within here. These colors match up out here, right? So your internal, allowing for your external. You're going to radiate that. It starts within, okay? Whew. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you so much, my beautiful number twos. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please feel free to comment, subscribe. It's weird saying that because, sure, I guess. I love you dearly, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, my gorgeous number threes. Hello, my number threes. If you have chosen the Seashell, then this is your reading. Very excited, very excited. All right, my number threes. How are you feeling? I hope that you have been taking care of yourself. I hope you've been taking care of yourself and making sure that... I'm sorry. The bottom of the deck threw me off. I'm not going to lie. Because I felt like something within my throat. I don't know if you're going through a really rough time right now, or if you've just, maybe the weather change from being really nice and sunny and warm to then being maybe you wanted more time in the summer. I don't know. Fall might have some feelings. I'm just going to send you a lot of beautiful healing energy right now. Yeah, that was strange. That may not be for everyone, but I just received that. Anyways, I hope that you have been able to take care of yourself over this last weekend and just honor you, love on you. We are going to grab a few cards for your Mindful Guidance Monday. See what it is that you may need to know going into this week. And yeah, just guidance that Spirit has for you. What does my beautiful group 3 need to know? All right, first card we have is C. Okay. Second card is going to be Rajas. I'm feeling seeing the star potential within you and the vision for yourself, and I think going towards that with absolute courage, clarity, and I don't know, this is not gender specific, but bad bitch energy, you know? It's stepping into your power. So the reason I say that, so you got the C card for the Wise Animal Body Oracle deck. And then it's what's around here reminds me of the sun and solar plexus kind of energy. It's also, with it being surrounded by gray, it's reminding me of the eclipse right now. So maybe even this eclipse, this eclipse might be doing okay? It might just be like a lot at the moment. And it was in we had a blood full moon as well. And you got the Rajas, which I believe is going to also be tied to kind of like I don't want to say aggression, because I feel like that's like a negative connotation, but as you can see, there's the tiger that's on here, and she on this card just looks so fierce. Like, I don't know, it's like moving with conviction and utter confidence and embodying that Leo like energy, that that courage, and the I know where the heck I'm going, okay? And I think that's a reminder. You know where the heck you're going. You're going towards the stars. You see over the horizon the beauty within your future. Like, this isn't a game. It's like whatever weird, like, this isn't a game is what I'm getting. Anyways, that's exciting. I'm excited for you with that. All right, what crystal you need to know, Spirit? Thank you. Oh, you got two. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, like my eyelashes. If you, very strange, but if you wind up, like, your eyelashes, like right now, my eyelash just like came out, my natural eyelash. You can make a wish on your eyelashes. Okay. So I'm not going to have you make a wish on my eyelash, because that's weird, but I'm going to make a wish I was going to say for myself, because I felt like it was weird to like be like, oh, here, take my wish for my eyelash. Like, what? That's so odd. Okay, anyways. Okay, I can't tell you what I wished on, because that's like against the rules. So anyways, as we have here, we have, ooh, you actually got two calcites. Stop the madness. First of all, I have green calcite. I don't have blue calcite, but I do have green calcite. And wow, you also got blue calcite. I cannot remember exactly like what type of crystal or like the properties fully of calcite, but I can tell you the individual ones. So this green calcite, at the bottom it says live out your heart's desire. Okay. And then blue calcite that you got as well says act on your dreams. I'm also going to add that you are the only group that got 4 cards. Like, you're the only group that got 4 cards right now. And what the number 4 is first off going to end up representing is foundation. And so I think maybe even you building a foundation based on, or knowing, building a foundation based on your heart's desire, what the vision that you see for yourself, what you see in that horizon, what you're moving towards, and really like boldly acting on your dreams with that. This is you, like this week, okay? This is you embodying that. All right? So embody that energy. Yeah. Wow. That's exciting. I feel like a lot of people they're not going to see this coming. It's going to be like it's like distortion for them, because they didn't actually see you moving with such determination and devotion to yourself. I want to read this card. Hold on. I want to read this, and then let me see. Okay, so Rajas is going to be, so this is my Yogic Path Oracle deck, and Rajas is dynamic movement, aggression, and energy. You are in a place of movement, making the most of each day. Hello, act on those dreams. You are passionate and excited about the task at hand and are pushing the limits of what you believed possible for yourself. Rajas is needed to bring our desires. What the hell? Sorry, excuse my. It just be throwing me like when I say things and then, or either I say things or they come out on across multiple. Anyhow, Rajas is needed to bring our desires into action, and you are deep in the development phase. You have already achieved many great accomplishments because of your determination, and more await in the near future. However, remember to balance action with rest. Otherwise, you will lose sight of your true goal in the pursuit of achieving more. Wow. So make sure to rest, and that's also even with like the blue calcite of acting on your dreams. Yes, act on your dreams in the sense of moving towards what you desire, but act on your dreams in the sense of go to sleep at a decent time. Like try to create a routine of like going to sleep. That way you can actually see, like, okay, there's this book by Carl Jung, or edited by Carl Jung, called Man and His Symbols. Now, if you don't know much about Carl Jung, go on to YouTube, please, and find some videos, because he is just, I don't even want to just say like a pioneer in psychology. I feel like that just does not give justice, to be quite honest. Let me just read the back of the book for you, okay? Because sometimes me and my summaries. Anyways, it says, this book, which was the last piece of work undertaken by Jung before his death in 1961, provides a unique opportunity to assess his contribution to life and thought of our time. For it was also his first attempt to present his life work in psychology to a non-technical public. What emerges with great clarity from the book is that Jung has done immense service both to psychology as a science and to our general understanding of man and society, by insisting that imaginative life must be taken seriously in its own right, as the most distinctive characteristic of human beings. Take your sleep seriously. Check out the book if you need like understanding with interpreting what it is that is taking place in your dreams. But anyhow, thank you so much, my wonderful, gorgeous number threes. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your week. I'm excited for you and what this week has to offer. So just continue to move forward with that determination like you're already doing. And get some rest along the way, because it looks like you're going to need to have that balance. So I will talk to you so very soon, and yeah, love you so much. Mwah. Toodaloo.